My name is James MacLennan and I'm a Sydney-based visual media artist with a strong focus in still photography and self-portraiture. My current work is an introspective investigation exploring the ideas of family, heritage, relationships, memory and past experiences. Using the medium of self-portraits, I reflect on personal events and memories from my past to explore aspects of my familial history, childhood experiences and challenge what I know about my own identity, both personally and culturally. My current work reflects on the death of my mother, which occurred when I was 10 years old, and my journey in processing the emotions that accompany it. Recently, I was given a box containing my mother's possessions, like old family photos, letters between my mum and dad during their divorce, and her old jewellery. I struggled to explore the contents of this box, and my work shows my hesitation and reluctance to view these items and the emotional challenges that I've faced along the way. My research includes looking into my personal and familial past and identifying events, memories, feelings and experiences that I've previously found resonate with me on an emotional level and that challenge the mental images that I've created for both myself and my family. I then use these experiences as the base concept for my work, diving deeper into how these past events have affected me, and this allows me to draw from these thoughts and emotions, giving me a more meaningful and personal connection to the conceptual basis for my work. Using photography in this way has allowed me to explore certain parts of my feelings and emotions that I've previously struggled with acknowledging, dealing with, or accepting. Some of my earlier examples of this type of work are Bloodlines, which is about the men in my family and their tendency to crash motorcycles, and While I Breathe I Hope, which I made during a time where I explored the cultural heritage of my family dating back 600 years in Scotland. When creating any work, any artist is going to encounter some problems or roadblocks in the creative process. The most effective way I've found to resolve these problems in my work is to reframe them as answers and solutions. An example of this can be seen in my current work, Don't Forget to Brush Your Teeth, where I struggled to handle the contents of a box containing my mother's possessions. My original concept had me sorting through the old letters and photos in order to complete the final work, but I found this wasn't a process that I was quite ready to do just yet. Instead of seeing this as a roadblock in the creative process, I actually took that and turned it into the basis for my work, leading to the final self-portrait of me with the box. During my recent works involving self-portraiture, I've been experimenting with a certain level of artifice and how it can change or evolve the work to help convey the message or emotions I'm trying to express. Some may believe that having artifice involved in this type of photography can take away from the authenticity of the work, but I believe that it has given me another tool to experiment with to help me express the concepts in different ways that would be unachievable without it. As I like to keep things simple, my studio consists of anywhere at home where I can find a white wall and put up a shoot-through umbrella. Although I have access to large studios with high-end equipment, I prefer to shoot in my own home as that's where I'm most comfortable exploring the ideas in my work, mainly due to the nature of the content of what I'm shooting. A lot of the shooting process involves going back and forth between being in front of the camera and examining the different objects and materials being used in the shoot. It removes the external factors of shooting on location or in another studio that may put unnecessary pressure or stresses on the process, allowing me to focus on the content of the shoot rather than the logistics. This current work did involve me taking some of the objects to various locations, most of which hold some sort of significance to my childhood or upbringing. The process of me dragging a large armchair and box to multiple locations from where I grew up was cathartic in nature and helped me visualize the final work throughout. Although my previous works aren't too focused on the idea of place, it was crucial for the final execution of this piece.